going too fast. I'm taking 3.
I'm going for the St. Louis now.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch.
You get your 2?
Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thotgor here, of course, and today we are taking another look at some ranked battles. So I've got 2 ranked battle clips today to show you, and we are looking at the first one here right now, obviously. So, what I've got is I am in the Cleveland. It's just me in the ranked battle. There are no other clan mates here. And it's decided in chat that the team is going to head towards A. So that's sort of what the plan is, and obviously we are on... what map is this? North? Yes, North. We're on North today. So the plan, like I said, was to head towards C. That's sort of where the team is going to be heading. But you'll notice we do have a destroyer with us today. And you can see the destroyer is heading over to the A point right away, which was excellent. Really wanted that guy to... I mean, remember I had mentioned in ranked battles, your destroyers are really important, and if they play their destroyer like it's a random battle and they go to just some, like we're all heading to A, for example, so if the destroyer were to head to C, right, that would be completely useless, and he probably is going to die, and he's probably just going to screw over the team by doing that. But in this situation, it's nice to see where we all have the consensus of going A, that the destroyer is taking the lead and going to the point that we're all boating towards right now, right? So what you're going to notice is the destroyer will go in, will cap A, and then once he caps A, then our team is going to start changing our strategy because, you know, the original objective has been met. It's a fluid battlefield, so we need to adapt to those situations as they change. On North, specifically this point here, when you're crossing this open area by the B point, I always find this to be pretty nerve-wracking because you can see those enemies do start popping up. They can spot me, and any battleships that are there, say for example like a Fuso or an Agato, because they would have the range without scout planes, they'll start putting shots into you, and it's always really concerning for me anyway when I go at when I'm in this spot on this map. So usually I try and keep my distance because I don't want to get shot or lose half my health right away, right? So I see the Cleveland. The enemy Cleveland wasn't playing it as safe as I was, and so I'm putting shots into this guy as he's attempting to cap the B point. In the meantime, the destroyer is now in the A point. A point is more or less capped, and it's at this point in the battle that I was fairly impressed with the team that I was with, because without any sort of coordination, we all sort of understood that A is now capped, so let's now all turn around and focus B. And that's where we're going to be fighting for the rest of this battle, is over the B point. Which again, I was surprised about. What I would have figured is that people would have seen that A had been capped and either continue towards A for whatever reason, or go up the channel to my starboard side here and maybe attack B from the rear. That's sort of what I expected and was what I see sometimes in ranked battles. It doesn't generally work. You really have to stick together when you're in these ranked battles. That's the key to the ranked battles, is sticking together, working as a team, right? New Mexico is out there in front of me. Yes, I am concerned about this guy because I'm within his range, and he can just one-shot a Cleveland without issue. So I'm putting shots into him, trying to do as much damage as I possibly can, but I'm being aware of the fact that he could potentially kill me here. More coffee. So he dodges behind the island, but it's not a big deal, especially for a Cleveland or really American cruisers and destroyers, because you have such a high arc on your shells that you can generally fire over a lot of different islands. It really will be determined based on how far you are away from that island. Did take a big hit there from the New Mexico, but it wasn't as big as I was expecting, so I'm feeling pretty lucky. You can see the majority of the enemy team does seem to be positioning themselves along or towards the C point, I should mention. They do have the C point. You can see right now I'm dueling it out with 2 destroyers actually. So I've got a Sims here, putting shots into this guy. I did some good damage. But then I also have this Farragut over here, right? And I start freaking out at this point. Not really sure what to shoot at. I've got torpedoes coming in at me, so I can't really be too concerned with firing the guns right now. I'm trying to line up my ship so that the torpedoes will splice me and I won't get hit at all. And luckily, this isn't a failed torpedo moment, and I do pull it off. The Sims is still behind me, but my team is pounding away at him, and he's about to die. There he goes, that's excellent. And now it's just this Farragut. Wanted to try and get the Farragut gone, but he rightly decides to run away and just leave this whole situation. But don't worry, we will see more of this guy later. He'll come back, rear his ugly head. He fires torpedoes off at me, but I'm not concerned about them at all. He's so far away from me, and I know that 5.5 is the max that a Farragut can reach with his torpedoes. I'm well outside of that, so no concerns there. Circling around, I'm going to go back into B, do some more strafing runs with the guns. You can see at this point, a lot of my slower battleships are here as well now. They managed to make their turn. They were shooting things obviously while they were doing that, but now they're right in front of that B point and ready to support us. More coffee. So putting shots into that guy over there. I'm not sure what ship it was, but now I'm pretty much just going to go into the B point and start capping this point. Even though, you can see the points are fairly close right now. I think the enemy team is winning, and they're winning in points because they have C and B. So we need to take B to give my side the cap advantage, and then we would have to be less concerned with killing the enemy ships and more concerned about just holding what we have until we reach that 800 point mark and victory for us, right? Another thing that was surprising, and I've seen it because I've obviously played a few ranked battles, and a lot of times when it's a defeat, I find it's a defeat because a lot of people are really standoffish. It's like they're afraid to get damaged, they're afraid to act. And you see that a lot in ranked battles, and I'm pretty sure it's because people don't want to lose their ranks, right? Like once you get to rank 20, you need to keep getting victories in order to progress up in ranks. If you get losses, you're going to lose stars and potentially lose a rank. The highest rank that I was able to reach so far is rank 18. Right now, I think I've finished at rank 19 because I did have some losses last night in ranked battles. Now that I'm on the topic as well, today's October 1st. Did ranked battles end? Is the pilot season over, I wonder? Not sure. I'm going to have to check on that later. But in the meantime, we're still fighting out this battle here. So that Cleveland is over there, and I'm trying to put shots into him. He's going fairly slow, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. The Farragut pops up again, and we now have the B cap point. So we're now winning in points overall. If we can just hold this, we can probably win the game altogether. So I get some nice shots into the Farragut. I didn't do a whole lot of damage, but I did a lot of critical damage. The team is also putting shots into him. I happen to get the last salvo into him and get him gone. And there's my first kill for this battle. Little bit of lag here. You can see it on the ping. I don't know what was going on, but it clears up real quick for us anyway. Only 3 enemy ships remaining. So that is not too bad at all. It more or less looks like we have this battle in the bag as long as we don't do anything too stupid. Like suddenly charge at them and lose like 2 or 3 ships here. We've got this. What ship was that? Was that the Pensacola that was coming around? I can't recall what ship that was, but he did try to do a maneuver in behind the B point and attack us from the rear. Luckily, though, we do have some ships behind B. I'm not sure what they were doing back here, but luckily they were in fact back here to prevent this guy from coming in and doing this attack on our rear. Because you can see I don't really have that many hit points, so I can't take that many hits. There's the New Mexico right there behind me, but he's quickly moving away. So if these allied ships weren't here to kill that guy, things might have been a lot different. So I was about to leave B, but no, I'm just going to circle around and continue to stay in the B point. There's only 1 enemy ship left. It's just that Cleveland over there, and the points are almost at 800. So we have got this. By all working together and agreeing on the one point, A, as being the point we're going to focus, and then once A was captured, being able to recognize, the fluidity of the battle and adjust to it and take the B point. That's what really helped us get this victory here. So you can see this was my rank 22 victory. So I've had this rank battle for a little while. But didn't do too bad. 221,000 credits. Got some experience. I was top overall in the team, which was actually surprising. I didn't think I would be top in the team because I only had the one kill, and it wasn't a whole lot of damage I did to him. But when I think about it, I did do a lot of damage to the Cleveland, the enemy New Mexico. So that's what contributed to me getting top of the team. Next battle we're looking at here, I am in my Cleveland again. We're on fault line this time, and again it's just me in the rank battle. No clanmates with me. And this, I believe, is the victory just before I get into rank 18. It's the last victory to earn that last star before for 19 before you move up to 18, right? So that's what we're looking at here. Again in the Cleveland. Now I know in the earlier rank battle videos I was talking about my Miyoko and how much I love playing the Miyoko in these rank battles, and I still do. But I think I like playing my Cleveland more. It's just, I know funner is not a word, but if it was a word I would use it right here. It's just, I just seem to enjoy it more. I seem to have a better time in it. So this time in this rank battle, we are going to be focusing on B. I love playing rank battles on fault line with this setup, with this A-B setup like this, and I love going B. The reason why I do love this map and going B in this game mode is because of all the islands that are around B. You can really use these islands to your advantage, dodging in and out of them, using them to take shots for you, breaking contact. I just love this map and going for B. This is the side I would prefer to go towards. However, keeping in mind, if the team were to suddenly say no, we're all focusing the A point, I would still definitely go A point. I'm always going to do what the team or what the team is doing, regardless of what maybe I want to do. So we have an enemy there off in the distance. It is a Cleveland, and we're putting shots into him immediately. I don't know why I have armor piercing loaded. I was looking at the replay a while ago, and the only thing I could come up with was I wasn't really thinking about what ship I was in at the beginning of the battle, and instinctively just hit 2 to load up armor piercing right away. That's the only explanation that I can come up for, or come up to explain it, I suppose. But I do realize the error in my ways here shortly and switch back over to some high explosive. You can see the destroyer did pop up there. It's a Hatsuwara, and we got a nice hit into him and brought him down to about half health, which is great because these destroyers, as you know, are a pretty big threat in these ranked battles. They can do a lot of damage and cause a lot of havoc and confusion. Especially by capping bases, sneaking around, attacking from the rear, that sort of stuff. Still putting shots into the Cleveland. I believe it's the same Cleveland, because there are a number of Clevelands, obviously, right? But still firing these armor piercing. I still haven't clued into what I was doing, and you can see, yeah, the armor piercing is kind of working on the enemy Cleveland, but I'm getting a lot of spalling damage. So that's that 570 you see. And I'm actually not aiming very well, so do end up missing quite a few of those shots. Eventually, though, I pull my shit together, and there we got we have high explosive now loaded, which is good. Now I can start setting fires and doing damage over time, which is what I want to do in this situation. We did manage to capture B, so that is great. The enemy hasn't taken the A point as of yet, so no big deal there. And just keep putting shots into these guys. There's another Cleveland, so I'm going to put shots into him right away. Line up on this guy, and the idea here again being, set him on fire, do damage over time, maybe take out a few of his turrets, secondary batteries. Not too concerned with the anti-air because there are no carriers in this game. But at the very least, if I do take out some anti-air, well, that'll be one gun less that he can use to shoot down, say, my fighter plane or a battleship scout plane, right? So that's the idea behind this. There is a Miyoko. This guy was reversing. I don't know why. I thought it was because of those torpedoes you see there, but they're quite a distance away from him, so no real idea why he was reversing. I think it might have been that he was trying to fire at his maximum range to outrange everyone, and so he wouldn't take any shots. It sounds like a good strategy, but I wouldn't recommend it, because you're taking yourself out of the battle at that point, and there's only 7 of you on each side, and then suddenly if you're way off in the distance trying to snipe people and you're not doing a good job of it, well, now the enemy team essentially is down to 6 ships. You're still alive, but you're not contributing anything. You're just being in the back thinking you're smart. There is a Fuso. Wasn't too concerned about that Fuso because it's not Beerman, so I know that he's not focusing me and attempting to kill me as quickly as possible, right? Miyoko, again, now he's decided that he's going to start driving his ship in a normal fashion. So while he's doing that, I figure may as well put some more shots into this guy. He's the only one I can shoot right now, anyway. I did miss a bunch of shots on him, but again, he was pretty far out there. Luckily, my team gets him. That was a nice shot. There's the Pensacola, putting shots into the Pensacola. Yeah, you could make the argument that I could probably load armor piercing on that guy, but yeah. I've got high explosive loaded. This is what I'm going to go with. So at this point, the enemy team did manage to capture B from us. They also have A from us. So now they have the cap advantage. They have a point advantage as well. The points are still fairly close, though, so not out of the question for us to just keep fighting it out and get a victory out of this. Putting shots into the Fuso. He was a pretty big threat for me. Again, he's not Beerman, so I wasn't too concerned with him. But I have the opportunity to put shots into him, so I'm going to take that opportunity and put shots into him. I did manage to circle around. I don't want to leave the B point. I want to stay by these islands, and I want to stay in a position where I can just move in and cap B, if the opportunity presents itself. Biggest concern right now for me is the Pensacola, but I'm also aware of the destroyer. So I know he's lurking around here somewhere. I want to get him. He can do, again, a lot of damage to me. Can definitely take me out or any of my allies out. So we really need to be aware of him and kill him as soon as we see him. Gotta take him down. He's gotta go. There's the Hatsuharu right there. Excellent. Now, he's boating in front of us. You can see, right? He's going to come right out in front of us here. Not sure what he was thinking. I mean, he probably wanted to get torpedoes off on us. Yeah, probably. My first salvo does some critical damage to him, which is nice. And then I get a nice last salvo into him just before he pops behind the rock, and blam, he is gone. That is a game changer. There are only 2 enemy ships remaining. We no longer have to worry about the destroyer, so now you can see Pensacola and I and the allies around me are immediately going to move in and cap B. We need to take out, I believe it's a Miyoko that is remaining, and no, it's a New Mexico and a Fuso that's remaining. That's right, yes. So need to be concerned about these guys, because the New Mexico is fairly close to me, right? The Fuso, not that big of a concern right now. I've got some islands between he and I, so he doesn't have a clear line of sight on me. The New Mexico is fairly close though, so I'm watching and I'm concerned about where he's going to turn. What I do not want to happen is I don't want myself or my allies to present a broadside to either one of these battleships, because then, the battleship could kill us. Where they have the cap advantage, we could quickly lose points and quickly lose this match. It's really close right now, and we don't want to screw this up. So the first target to pop up is the Fuso, so that's the one that I'm going to be putting shots into. He doesn't seem to be shooting at me, so that's pretty good. He's not too concerned. But notice the New Mexico off on the starboard side. There he is. He's coming real close, and I was getting really concerned here. Blam. So he's right there in front of me. Suddenly the Fuso is not the target that I'm going to be shooting at. I have to take out this New Mexico. I've got a number of allied ships with me here as well, so hopefully the New Mexico won't be targeting me off the bat. But we need to get him down. We need to focus fire and get this guy gone, and that's exactly what we do. He's more or less in the middle of it, and I haven't seen him shoot, so he's probably probably reloading, and we managed to take him out before he gets a shot off, which is awesome. Now it's just this Fuso to deal with. Now again, concerned about the Fuso, right? Because as soon as he comes across this island, I can see it. He's going to have me targeted, he's going to be putting a full broadside into me, and he's going to try and kill me. That's what I'm trying to avoid. In all the confusion of me trying to avoid this, well, confusion in my head, right? I turn. Look at his guns. His guns are turning towards me. I realize that I'm going to be side on to this guy, and I'm being an idiot right now, so I just continue my turn. I'm trying to present as little of a target as possible, trying to recover this stupid mistake that I just made, right? So I do manage to pull it off, and he doesn't fire at me. Don't know why. I probably reloaded, or maybe shot at someone else, but it worked out. Blam. There's the victory. That is awesome. I do go on to get one more victory and reach level 8 or rank 18. Did pretty good. 182,000 credits, not too shabby at all. 2,900 experience, pretty great. I think I finished third overall on the team, so we had a really, really good team. And again, I do notice the skill difference in playing in the 20 ranks and then moving into like the teen ranks. Definitely notice the difference there. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a comment if you have any comments. Hit the old like button as well, and hit subscribe if you haven't done it already. Just on a side note, I'll be doing a bit of traveling over the next few days, so not sure if I'm going to get videos up on a daily basis, maybe over the next 4 days. I will do my best to get them up here, but no guarantees. So all that being said, thanks again for watching, and as always, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day.